Hey, good afternoon, everybody. I sure do hope everything's working well. It's just me again this week, not on a Saturday afternoon, because Saturday we had a little bit of stormy weather, and bees don't like stormy weather. So we're out here Tuesday, June 30th. Everybody wish Mrs. LaVair a happy anniversary. I've already wished it to her, but I don't know if she ever listens to me. So make sure you get it done too. I did take today off work so that I could be with her. We are going to go get some lunch here in a little while. So today's inspection is ooh, this smoke is really strong, is actually a pretty critical one, because last time when we looked at Rachel's, it was looking really strong and really healthy. But this hive, my hive here, was a little less so. We don't see a whole lot of activity up here in the top box. And I see a little bit more, but not a whole lot. And so that's up to me. Hopefully you guys can see. It's kind of hard to see the screen. I mean, there's a couple of bees up here, but really not a lot. So we are hopeful today. Oh my goodness, what just happened there? There we go. My for my microphone that I put right on my hood was coming off. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna take a quick peek at my top box. Now, it is more populated than it was last week. There's more bee activity up here, which is really good. Not a lot. And what I'm concerned about is my bees, this hive, this colony, just not being as strong as we really need it to be. So we're kind of checking on several parts for them to make sure that they are healthy. I don't know if that's going to work as well. Take a look at this cool little thing, you guys. So every time I pull a frame out, I got to put it somewhere. Well, I just mounted a holder down here, so it holds 3 frames, not as many as I was hoping. Now I'm not just kind of setting these frames down and losing track of them. So, yeah. Okay, so here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna show you the inside. Okay, so we can see inside, like, there's a bunch of bees down there. They're also very quiet today. I can't lie. I can't hear them at all. I can hear Rachel's. Rachel's are actually very active today. So that's really good. So what we're going to do is we're actually going to drill a hole right up here. It's going to be a 1-inch hole, and that's going to serve 2 purposes. First, it is an entrance. Right now, their entrance is only at the very, very bottom of the hive. And so the theory is, well, if they've got to come in through the bottom and then they got to go up through 2 boxes and a little bit more, it's just a lot of work. So for both hives today, I'm going to give them this little shortcut. I'm going to put this hole, hopefully you guys can still see me, just right here. My goodness. That really does not want to go through there. Brand new bit. But it is kind of fresh wood. There we go. All right, now we'll come from the other side so we don't just blow out the wood. Okay. Second entrance is ready. So that will just give the bees a second way to get in, but it also, when it starts to get hot, which we're expecting 80s this week here in Shepherd, it just gives them a little more room or another vent. So that's all we're doing. a little more venting space, plus a little more room to get in and out. All right, so that should be 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. 10, okay. This honey super is getting worked on. Hopefully that helps the colony get in and out a little bit faster. What we're going to do now is we got to go lower. What we have been doing over the past week or so, Isaac and I have been coming out 7 or 8 o'clock in the evening and giving them a mite treatment. It's actually a really simple process, and it is simply putting a little bit of oxalic acid in a vaporizer. It just heats up and just turns it into vapor so that everything gets covered. And that kills off mites. Now, we have to do several treatments over the course of 2 weeks so that as eggs hatch and mites come hatch with them, those mites also get treated. So we did Sunday, Wednesday, Saturday. Today's Tuesday, so this will be treatment number 4. And then we've got one on, let's see, Friday night then will be our last one. And then both colonies should be mite free, and that will be good and healthy. The mites just make them weaker, less productive. It's just like when you and I get sick, we can't do a whole lot. If the bees have parasites on them, the mites, how are they supposed to be as productive as they could be? So we treat them with this acid, and then they're all nice and strong. Now, I got to figure out what I need to do with this one. I'll need to call somebody, because this is the same one. This is the same one where their giant comb off of here. See how far that's sticking out? Like this one, I don't think I'm going to be able to get this frame out here because of the comb that's built out this way. I haven't nailed the spacing. I keep messing that up. So we're also going to take a peek for the queen. Don't know if we're going to get him or her. We may not see the queen. We have not actually ever seen the queen in this hive, to be fair. Okay, that is very much wedged in there. So actually, we'll take out our water, because we are not feeding them water this time of year. They have plenty of stuff to forage for. So we'll do that. Okay, what do we see on this one? We see they're putting food here. Looks like they've already capped over some honey on this, which is super cool. They are building out nice, good comb. See how it's kind of coming out evenly across. It's nice and built out here. It's all facing towards the camera in this case, rather than like a weird column every little bit instead of groups of columns. So yeah, that's really good. Okay, second frame, if I can get, oh my gosh. This is absolutely super heavy. We got a whole bunch of honey on top, on both sides. And then in the middle, it's really hard to see right now. It looks like they're just kind of filling it in. But, oh, it's got some weight to it, you guys. How exciting. Take a quick peek for a queen. I see a bee with really deformed wings. I wonder if that's a health sign. It's only one. All right, this side has a couple eggs laid on it. Not too bad. There's a ton of bees down low in this one too. There we go. Okay. Next frame. We are in what we call the brood chamber. This is where they're mostly working. Hopefully laying some eggs. I see a few eggs laid here. Not a whole lot. I think this one is mostly honey. We've still got good number of bees here, and this next one is just covered as well. Lots of honey in a rainbow pattern. So see over here on the side where my pinky is, it goes up, arches over, and then we continues on the other side. That whole middle section should be where they're laying eggs. And I see pupa. So I guess the colony is still growing, so that's good. Wow, we've got quite a bit of wind today. I mean, typically, we always have wind out here. Okay. I always see these giant drones. They've got little hairy bodies though, and so it's not the queen. More pupa. A queen cell at the bottom. Nothing in it though. They seem very, very calm today. That's very good. That's real nice, actually. Okay. Some more drone. Not as much drone as we saw in the very beginning. We were just seeing drone everywhere when we first got our hives in. Stuck my finger there. No stings, just a glove got caught as I set down the frame. I wonder if you guys can hear the wind right now. Oh, it is whipping through here. Oh, there we go. Phenomenal. Okay, take a peek. The best you can there in the middle. We can see that very good hexagon pattern that's covered. Those are eggs. Okay, so that's going to hatch out just a ton of baby bees. And then up here on the corner, we got more honey. Same thing on the opposite side. So we got baby bees coming out with food. So that's really, really good. Okay. Queen. No. No queen here today. Not that I can tell, at least. But I am still working on that skill set. I know we spotted Rachel's once, but I think that was just beginner's luck. And maybe Rachel is the good luck, actually. Which, update on Rachel. She is still recovering from her knee surgery. She is doing, I think, well. We have some insurance issues, but still working on her exercises at home. This one is more honey than anything else. Nice rainbow over top to either side, but we still got a good amount of egg in the middle. But tons of food for them. And that looks to be the same on both sides. Yeah, okay. And drop. Okay, we got, I think we're just going to have to do this last one because this would be frame number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Not, there's an 8th one in there, but not 10 because we put the feeder in this box. And so we lost two spots for frames. All right, come on, get out of my way. Okay. Oh my gosh. Oh, good grief, you guys. If there was ever a time to harvest honey, that whole top is honey. This entire side is filled with honey. I've got to bring a scale out here. Next inspection, we got to weigh this one and see how much this frame weighs. Because it is, it's heavy. That's a lot of honey. I'm really excited for the honey. That last frame, by the way, frame number 8, it does not have wonky comb. If we take a peek There's groups, yes, but it's all facing out. This is one of the frames that I coated with honey. They're not doing anything on the back. Actually, maybe it's not, but they're building it right now, so that's good. I'm very excited for the honey, but first they need their food for winter. So we may not take that one. We've got a guy not too far from us that knows a good bit about beekeeping. So I might ask him what we're doing. Trying to put these all back in space, right about where they were before, if we can. I got enough room now. We can put the feeder back in so there's not this random gap for them. If there is, they will fill it with whatever they deem awesome. And realistically, what they deem awesome isn't what we want. So, oh man, that frame was just so heavy. I do want to get down into the lower box. Okay, I wonder if we can do this. We're going to go a little lower. Be patient with me. Be patient. Okay, can we stand that up? Oh, yeah, that should be okay. We're going to go get into the lower box now. The best that we can. Oh, this is going to be so heavy to pull off. Because we've got not only that one frame that probably weighed, I don't know how much. I don't want to try to guess. But we had everything else in there too. Okay, now I don't think we've really gotten into this one in a little while. And the bees actually don't seem to mind too much here. So we're going to do the same thing. I'm going to take out probably these two on the edge. There's not a whole lot going on with them. Yep, not a whole lot going on. And we're just going to stick them in that cool little holder that I'm probably more proud of than I should be, because it's really just a piece of wood screwed to another piece of wood with a gap. Okay. This one, it looks like it might have some wonky comb. No, it is not wonky. It is just incomplete. Okay. Just clean those edges up a little bit. Yeah. Okay. So, no wonky comb. We've got just groups of comb right now, and they're still working on it. So, nothing to be concerned about there. All right. Getting into the middle here. I'm going to go ahead and loosen up a few of these. Come on. Okay, fine. All right. I did bring my grabber over, but my hands seem to be doing the trick today. Not too heavy, which usually is more eggs and less honey. Okay, honey for sure. I don't see any pupa on here. Or eggs. This other side, lots of pupa. Okay, very good. Okay, I'm calling that a win. Okay, our next frame. We're getting into the very center. Ooh, nice and light. Oh my gosh. Just a ton of eggs. A really good, I think, a good healthy number of eggs here. If I was a queen, I think I would have been here. At one point. Other side, also a good bit of egg. I hear what might be piping. Piping is a bee or a honey, queen bee calling. Alerting yourself of another queen, I believe. Where are you? Where are you? It is just a tiny, it's not a buzz, it's, what would I describe that as? Oh, I know that's what it is. It just has to be what that is. Where are you, little girl? It is not constant. It is super difficult. I think she's on this side. Where are you? Where are you? Oh, you guys, piping. I see it in videos and you hear it. It's not quite a chirp, and it's somewhere between a chirp and a buzz. I got a wiggly bee there. Oh, they're so calm today too. She's got to be nearby. Where is her big long butt? She would have a body that's not hairy. You can see tiny little hairs on them up on where their wings attach. Is that what, thorax maybe? And then the big abdomen maybe, the long part where their stingers attached. That is exceptionally. Oh, I just got headbutted by a bee. Nice, thanks. Okay, well I don't want to keep that out too long. Ah, that's so cool though. The piping, or maybe it's pipping. It's something, and it was cool to hear it, and it is definitely audible. Very interesting. Okay, what do we see on this one here? We see a mix of capped over eggs, pupa, which is eggs that I believe are about to be capped over, and then they're capped for a little while, and then they come out. We also see a bunch of drone, not a bunch. We see drone cells on this side. But not like we saw before. We saw a whole bunch before. Okay. Healthy. I am actually really excited by what I see. Or maybe it's just the hype of hearing that piping or pipping. Because last week's inspection, I really was not super thrilled with what I saw. Because I really didn't see... And I saw eggs. And I saw covered... eggs, capped brood, right? I was seeing most of what I wanted, but I was also just seeing not a whole lot of activity. And there's activity today. There, when I came out here, the front of the hives, Rachel's is definitely more active at the moment. But I don't think it's terrible. Okay, we still see a good bit of capped brood and pupa. I think my colony is still growing. I think we're okay. Same on this side. Okay. We were so close to seeing the queen, and I just couldn't do it. I just couldn't spot her. This one looks like mostly nectar turning into honey. This one they are drawing out comb. Very nice, very even across. That next one, next week I'll probably bring out some more frames that have another layer of wax on them for them to encourage proper building. And we're not going to worry too much about those last two. Okay, we are going to slide this all back together. Ugh. Yeah. Okay, and then I've got two frames down here. The bee side. The side that's covered with bees, not the... Yeah. It was funny. The bee side goes towards the middle, because remember, they will work from the middle out, because that's where they can keep it warm. Okay, and this one, yeah, there's like 8 bees on one side and 2 bees on the other, so that's the side that's going in. If I can get it in there. There we go. Okay. Do I think my bees are healthy? I think they're doing better than I maybe gave them credit for last week, because I was a little concerned. They didn't seem super active. And I think we got a little more activity now. Just gonna clean up the edges here a little bit. They are still growing their colony because we can see eggs that are at various stages. I didn't see any tiny little wormy ones, which are the super freshly laid eggs. So if I can't spot those here soon, oh my gosh, that was heavy. We are gonna have some questions. I hope I don't need to order a queen to replace. I know they will kind of make their own queen if they need to. But it takes almost a month, I think it is, for them to get their own queen from egg to queen. And then she's got to go out and mate. And luckily, Rachel's hive is right next door. So, I mean, they have someone to mate with. So, I was going to try to clean that off, but I gave up way too early on that one. Okay. Am I happy with my hive? Yeah, I am happy with my hive. It looks better. We've got, what are you doing? Get your butt down there. Huh. I gotta figure out if this is really the right queen excluder, because I don't want the queen to come up top and be laying eggs where we just want honey. So, but this is what came in the kits. And if anybody has questions about getting started, I guess, or equipment, a lot of you have my Facebook. A lot of you, well, this is also going on YouTube now, which is why I'm doing it this way instead of going live, so that we can post it on YouTube better. Just let me know. I can send you some information, because it is, my dad actually called me earlier, accidentally. He called me accidentally on my anniversary, and he goes, oh, I didn't mean to dial. And he actually pocket dialed me earlier in the week too. But we talked for a couple minutes about time. It takes about an hour a week during inspections with the two hives, but I'm going slow. I'm recording it. I'm talking to you. I also have no idea what I'm doing. I have a general idea what I do, just a little bit. Right? Man. So I spend about an hour a week on bees. And then in the winter, when you don't inspect because they're just hibernating, trying to keep themselves warm, that's when I'll probably go ahead and I'll build new boxes if I need them. Make some candle with the wax if I collect enough. And then spring, when we got the bees, it's expensive to get the colonies. But it's really, you've got busy seasons and you've got slow seasons. Space it out. When we get to harvesting honey, that will probably be a long day, depending on how much honey we actually get. So, but I'm happy to answer questions to the best of my ability. There's also a bunch of Facebook groups. Some of them are really good, and some of the groups have a few toxic people in them, as always. But you know what? I have found a lot of helpful information on there, and just ignore the less helpful people. Yeah. We're going to give mine the stamp of approval. I can already see Rachel's. Rachel's are a lot more active, it seems. Oh, now they're gone. I scared them away. And then mine are over there, and they were doing a little bit, but not a whole lot. So, that's my hive for today. I'm going to go ahead and do Rachel's off camera, and then Rachel and I are going to go have an anniversary lunch. 19 years that she's put up with me, and I've put up with her. So I guess we're even, right? She might think we're even. I don't know. I think I cook a lot more than she does. But she did make my favorite fried rice last night. And she even deep fried the little egg roll things, spring rolls. And she does not like to deep fry. So thank you, Rachel, for cooking dinner last night. And it turned out great, even if you were scared to burn down the house. So love you, honey. Everybody else, have a good day.